I took a little time off in February and I wanted to see if it would help the channel and if it would help me. So, what happened? Well, it didn't really help the channel much. I was talking about in the video, one of the video before I took the break. So in the video before I took the break, I talked about how the Christmas, that kind of viral video, quasi-viral video I had in December kind of tanked my my channel in the algorithm. So I decided to take a little time off to kind of regroup and figure out where I wanted to go from there. I was hoping to hit monetization by my birthday, which was 2 weeks ago, and it did not happen. I'm still I'm still actually about the same lengthwise. I got a little odd story with that. So yeah, I didn't hit monetization by my birthday. I was hoping to hit it yesterday. I think I have, but where the information is about 5 days behind, I'm not 100% sure. So I had some weird stuff happen while I was off, and I did do one video, just kind of it was an impromptu video. I didn't really plan to make it. It was about Joann's going out of business. Because I had talked about crafting and I had done some shop with me videos in the past, I thought I'd just go ahead and upload that and see how it did. And it actually did fairly well. It didn't do as well as I had hoped, but it showed me that there's potential that the channel can still grow. So the thing I talked about in that one video about ChatGPT giving me like 3 options, and I sort of took that one option of doing something trending, because Joann's going out of business is obviously something that's happening and it's trending and people in the craft world are looking for it. The video didn't do as well as I thought, but it showed me that there's still some life left here in this channel. And I'd mentioned that I was kind of shifting more toward midlife content. And I thought about that. And this is kind of what I thought about during the week, about 2 weeks that I've been off, 2.5 weeks, is how to make it not just midlife content, but more fun. So I've got some ideas for things that I think more nostalgic kind of things. Like I was thinking about some nostalgic, maybe do some nostalgic crafts that I had wanted to do when I was that I would like to do, and kind of like do some retro reacts to commercials and old TV shows. There was one, it's been a while because my mom was still alive when this happened. She used to watch a lot of over the air. She took her cable out years ago, so she watched a lot of the over the air TV, and I think it might have been Pluto TV. It was one of those that shows a lot of the old TV shows, and she was watching Knight Rider, and I was like, this show is so horrible. How did I ever love this? But then I'm like, I was 10 years old, so a talking car, I'm 10 years old. Of course I'm going to love it. But this David Hasselhoff was a horrible actor. Let's just say that. But yeah, the show was just drivel, and I was like, I used to eat this up when I was a kid. So I would like to go onto YouTube and find some stuff like that and just kind of like do some retro reacts to stuff that I haven't seen in a long time, or some commercials, or just things, like I remember when kind of thing. I thought that might be fun to do. And then I would still want to do some heavier topics, like I've got a couple ideas for things. But not so much all about just coping with being single or coping with being in midlife, but just some fun things. And I also had an idea for, I don't want to get super controversial, but some of the things that are going on in our world here in the US, I have some worries and concerns about my job. And I'm not a federal employee. I'm not even technically I'm not a federal employee. I'm not a state employee. I'm not a government employee. The library where I work is a nonprofit, and so it's quasi-governmental, but the funding does it does impact, like federal funding, state funding, and things like that does impact where my library gets its money. So I have some things I'd like to talk about, but I don't know, getting into that. And then there was that whole controversy with the Department of Defense schools taking off certain books. So I would actually like to talk about what is book banning versus what is book challenges, and explaining that, and maybe it's like or just some things about what it's like to be a librarian. So I've got a lot of ideas. And I did see that because that Joanne's video did well, that there's life here. And so I'm trying to take it more into maybe just enjoy the ride kind of thing. Because I will admit, I got way caught up in the whole monetization thing. And I think taking that 2.5 weeks off that I took made me think how I probably spent way too much time in like the fall thinking about monetization. And then when I got that really boost of the Christmas video and seeing how close I was to monetization, that it took the fun out of doing the channel. Because in the time I've been off, I really have missed making videos. I've missed sitting down here in the car and just chatting about whatever was on my mind. So I really have missed that. So I think, honestly, I do want to do YouTube. I do want to do it. I did decide that I wanted to start a craft or a crochet channel. And I did do that about a month ago. And it's doing fairly well. So I'm going to move anything crochet over to that. It's called Hook and Yarn Wizardry. It's a play on my love of Harry Potter and my love of crochet. And so I was inspired to kind of create that channel. It's surprisingly doing well in the month that it's been up. I also did a Joanne's haul on it, and that's what's kind of taken it off. It got it to take off a little bit. But so if you enjoy crochet and you want to follow me on crochet, I would love to have you over there. I just finished a video today about a project, because I was doing that for my 25 and 2025 challenge. I was doing one crochet project a month, and I just wrapped up my February project. So I'm talking about it on that channel. So if you want to go over and see that, I would appreciate a look-see over there. So yeah, I'm not going to do any more crafting here now, unless it's whatever. So yeah, so I did discover that I do love making content, and let's get away from getting so caught up in monetization. That being said, I do have some other weird thing that happened to me while I was off not making content. On actually it was on Valentine's Day. It was on February 14th. I went to check my stats, and I was at 3,991.8 public watch hours. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I have some video that'll do somewhat good, I could make this by my birthday. I only need 8 hours in 2 days. I can do this. I'll make it by my birthday. And then, actually, I think that was on the 13th. And then on the 14th, I lost a whole bunch of watch time. Just poof, it just went away. The video that I had out at the time was the video about how the one Christmas video kind of destroyed my channel. And I had like 300 watch hours or watch views on it. And then all of a sudden I lost like 100 of them. And then I would go and I was looking at it, and I would look at it, and then I would lose a couple more views, and then I would get them back, and then I would lose them, and then I get it back. And then my public watch hours tanked. I lost like 300 public watch hours all of a sudden overnight. As when I went to check my analytics the next day. So I think that was February 14th or the 15th. It just went down, and I don't know what happened. And so for like 3 or 4 days, so I thought, okay, well then I'll get it by President's Day and that following Monday. And then I had the same thing. It just kept for like 3 or 4 days. So I don't know if being that close to monetization triggered an audit of the channel, because I did go into ChatGPT and I asked it possibly could be going on, and it said it could possibly be auditing the channel, and maybe that video that was really popular had a lot of bot traffic, or there was bot traffic somewhere in the in the 7 months that I've been doing this, with some bot traffic, and it was just cleaning it up because I was getting close to monetization. I don't know, but at one point I lost almost 1,000 hours, and I was panicking, and I was like, I'm done with YouTube. I am absolutely effing done with this, because if I can just suddenly lose 1,000 watch hours just because they say so, I'm done. But then the next day they came back. The majority of them came back. So as of this morning, I was at 4,025, I think, public watch hours, but that includes shorts time as well. And so if I subtract like the 20 hours of shorts, I still should be like 5 hours over. But when I go to the earn tab, I'm still at 28 something or other. So I don't know, and that's 5 days behind, and I know I didn't get 300 watt or 200 and some watch hours in that in 5 days. So I don't really know where I am in the whole monetization thing. I could potentially in 5 days from now be monetized, or I could still be struggling. I don't know, but I know that I've decided that I'm going to just give that up. I'm still losing subscribers. I gained a couple when I did the Joann's haul, and then promptly lost all of them, and have continued to lose at least a subscriber a day, even though I haven't been posting and making video. I think it was like maybe a week ago that I posted that video. I don't know. I just know that YouTube is one big wonky place that I can't figure out. So I've kind of decided that we'll just do some fun Gen X stuff and fun stuff in March, and I will see if I really do like doing this as much as I seem to have missed it when I was gone. So if you want to stick around on my crazy journey, I would greatly appreciate it. I hope that you will enjoy the new content that I'm going to be putting out in March, to see what kind of people kind of like. I do want to also do a live stream at some point. I just don't know when. I'm thinking Sundays might be the best. For me, Sundays would be the better day to do it, maybe around this time, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. I don't know. I just know that I have never done a live stream, and I'm a little afraid to do them. So that might be one of the experiment things I do in March. So hope you stick around and maybe take a look at the live stream if I decide to do one. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.